Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily and today we're going to work through a sweet, funky little vinyasa flow. So you don't need any props or anything, just a mat and some comfortable clothes, and we'll get started in an all-four position in the center of our mat. So bring our knees underneath our hips. Hands are underneath shoulders, toes can be tucked or untucked, completely up to personal preference. And we'll start off with some cat-cows. Inhaling to lift and open our chest. And exhaling to curl the spine. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes here as we just start dropping into the body. Noticing and observing our breath. And starting to sync breath with movement. Working on our spine mobility, but also bringing a little bit of warmth and heat as we bring that movement into the body. Moving at your own pace. We're here for 2 more rounds. Exhaling, pressing into the mat as you curl your shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Inhaling to lift and open your chest. 1 more round. Exhaling to curl. And as you next inhale, we all meet in our neutral spine. We're going to start walking the hands forwards, coming for a puppy pose. So leaving the hips above your knees. We're just slowly melting the forehead down towards the mat. Maybe walking the hands forwards, and if you're comfortable here, you can always bring your chin towards the mat, gazing towards your hands. We take a full round of breath. As you next inhale, slowly lift your gaze. You press lightly into the hands. Once again, we're going to curl the spine, cat spine, as we drop the hips. Then the elbows down to the mat. We're meeting in our Sphinx pose. Elbows are underneath shoulders. We're squeezing the shoulder blades to lift our chest, taking a big inhale, reaching into the crown of the head. And as you exhale, releasing the forehead, comes down to the mat. Bring your hands to where your elbows were. As you tuck your toes, we're sending it all the way back to an active balasana, an active child's pose. So toes are tucked. And then once we send the hips back, we're reaching up onto the fingertips, lifting the palms of the hands, taking a full round of breath. And as you next inhale, lift your gaze, plant your hands firmly on the ground, toes stay tucked as we slowly rock it forward, plank pose. Inhale in your plank, and as you next exhale, downward facing dog, we're sending the hips all the way back. You can walk it out or take a little wiggle, a sway of the hips in your downward dog, easing into the back of the legs. And then we'll find stillness as we press into our hands, into our feet, sending the hips all the way up. Take a full round of breath. And then as we next inhale, we lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Generous bend in the knees. You next exhale, pointing the knee towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, gaze comes forward. Big step forward. Right foot comes in between the 2 hands. We drop the left knee, untucking the left toes. Inhaling, Anjaneyasana, reaching the fingertips into the sky. As you exhale, cactus out your arms. We're in our cactus arms. Inhaling. And as we next exhale, release the hands, come down to frame the foot. We're sending the hips back, half splits. You can always walk the hands closer towards your body. Right leg doesn't need to be straight. We're still at the beginning of our practice. We're just feeling that stretch across the hamstring and calf. As you next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking it back forward. Plant the left hand on the mat. As we inhale, reach the right hand forwards. And then draw huge, big semicircles. You reach the right hand towards the left foot. Inhale. And as we next exhale, release. Right hand works its way back to frame the right foot. We're sending it back. Half splits once again. Inhaling, lifting your chest. Rocking it forward, planting the left hand on the mat. We release the right hand forwards and then all the way back, taking that big semicircle. We're squeezing the shoulder blades here to lift and open the chest. Taking an inhale And exhaling once again, releasing your right hand to frame the front foot as we send the hips back, half splits. As you next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking it back forwards, planting that left hand as we reach the right towards the back of the mat. So you can either stay here, or this time maybe bring left foot towards your right hand, taking a little bind. We're bending into the elbow, still lifting our gaze towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Right hand comes back towards the top of the mat. We're sending the hips back once more. Half splits. As you next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking it forwards. We plant both of the hands this time on the mat. As we tuck the left toes, lifting the left knee, we're stepping it back to our plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. We send it all the way back. Downward facing dog. As you next inhale, you reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in the left knee as you point it towards the ceiling, opening your hip. Take another inhale. As we exhale, gaze comes forward, big step forward, left foot in between the two hands. We drop the right knee, untucking the right toes, reaching all the way up. Anjaneyasana. Inhale and Anjaneyasana. Exhale to cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift from your chest. Take another inhale. And as we exhale, release the hands, come down to frame the foot or closer towards your body as we send the hips back, half splits. We're folding over the left leg. Inhaling, lifting your gaze, rocking it forward, plant your right hand on the mat. Releasing your left hand forwards and drawing a big semicircle, reaching it towards the back of the mat. Squeezing the shoulder blades to lift and open our chest towards the left. Take an inhale. We exhale to release. Left hand frames the left foot. We send the hips back, half splits. Inhaling, rolling forwards, reaching the left hand forwards and then reaching it towards the back of the mat. Taking a big inhale. And exhale to release once again, half split, straighten the left leg as much as you can. We go for one more round. Inhaling, lifting our chest as we plant the right hand on the mat, reaching the left hand towards the back of the mat. Either staying here, if you take it on the other side and you want to take a little bind, maybe bring that right foot towards your left hand. You can also simply bring the foot closer towards you. You don't need to grab a hold of it. We're squeezing the shoulder blades to lift our chest. Take another big inhale and exhale to release. Half splits one last time, reaching the hips back as we fold over the left leg. As you next inhale, lift your gaze, rocking it back forward, low lunge. We plant the hands as we tuck the right toes, lifting the right knee, stepping it back, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog as we send the hips all the way back. Take a full round of breath in your downward dog. As you next inhale, we lift the right leg once again, three-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in the right knee, opening up the hip towards the side. Take a big inhale. We exhale, gaze comes forward, stepping the right foot in between the two hands once again. Low lunge, dropping into your hips, squeezing the shoulder blades to lift your chest, and then pressing into the feet on our next inhale. We're reaching all the way up, high lunge. Inhaling and high lunge. Exhaling, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift your chest. Take an inhale as we pause here. Exhaling, release the hands, reaching them all the way down and back up. Inhale and high lunge. We exhale, warrior two, dropping the left heel, we're facing the left side of the mat. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the right hand up and over. Legs stay the same. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release, bring your right forearm to right thigh as we reach the left hand towards the top of the mat. We're really pressing into the outer edge of the left foot, reaching our gaze up. Opening our chest, taking an inhale. We exhale once again, reverse warrior. Inhale in the pose. Exhale, maybe bring your forearm back towards your thigh, or this time maybe reaching the right hand towards the mat as we lift the left hand up over. So we're taking a T shape with the hands. We're still squeezing the shoulder blades to lift and open our chest. Inhale. And as you next exhale, once again, reaching it all the way back, reverse warrior. Inhaling in your reverse warrior. As you next exhale, we're going to cartwheel the hands, lifting the left heel, left hand meets the mat, right hand reaches up, easy twist. We're still pressing into the left heel, keeping the legs strong. Inhale. As you next exhale, pressing firmly into both of your feet, we're reaching all the way up, twisted high lunge, reaching the right hand back, left hand forwards. Inhale. As you exhale, you can either stay here or tip it back, reaching your right hand towards the left thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. We're squeezing the glutes to protect the lower back. Take an inhale. And exhale once again, cartwheeling to open up, warrior two. We're facing the left side of the mat. Inhale in your warrior two. Exhale, reverse triangle. So this time straightening the front leg as we tip the hand all the way up and back. Right hand's reaching up and over. We're engaging our core, squeezing our glutes to protect our lower back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to move towards our Trikonasana. So reaching the hands out towards the sides of the mat. As we start pressing the hips towards the back of the mat, we're reaching the right hand as far forward as we can go. Once you can't go any further forward, release your right hand, either to the mat, your foot, the shin. We're opening our chest by squeezing the shoulder blades. You can also have the hand hovering. We're breathing here, engaging our core, pressing the hips forwards, really trying to keep the whole body as close together as we can, engaging every part of our body. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, slowly release your gaze, comes down towards your right big toe. Generous bend in your right knee. We're bringing the right hand down to the mat. Side angle. From here, we're working towards an extended side angle as we reach the left fingertips towards the top of the mat. We're still pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Legs are strong. You can stay here, or we can move to our variation of our triangle pose as we straighten the right leg, reaching into this left hand, feeling that stretch across the side body. Take a big inhale. As you next exhale, gaze comes back towards your right big toe. Little bend in the right knee. As we bring left hand down, lifting your left heel, we're moving it all the way up towards our easy twist. Reaching your right hand up. Inhale. And exhale, both hands come down to frame the front foot. Stepping back, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, working through your vinyasa of choice. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. To upward facing dog or cobra, and then sending it all the way back, downward facing dog. You can take a little wiggle, the legs, the hips. We're here for 2 rounds of breath, breathing deep. Feeling that strength that we built into the right leg. And then we move to the other side. Inhaling, we reach the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in the knees, you point it towards the ceiling, opening up your hip towards the left. And as you next exhale, gaze comes forward, big step forward, left foot in between the 2 hands. We're dropping into the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades to lift our chest. And as you next inhale, reaching all the way up, high lunge. Inhaling and high lunge. Exhaling, cactus out your arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting your chest. We're squeezing the glutes, taking another inhale. As we exhale, release the hands, reaching them all the way up once again, high lunge. We exhale for warrior two, this time facing the right side of the mat. Inhale and warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the left hand up and over. Inhale in your reverse warrior. Exhaling, left hand comes to left thigh. We're reaching the right hand towards the top of the mat. Extended side angle. Inhale. And exhale, we move all the way back, reverse warrior. Taking a big inhale in the pose.
As you next exhale, either bring forearm down towards the thigh once again, or reaching left hand towards the mat as we reach the right fingertips up. We're squeezing the shoulder blades to open our chest, pressing firmly into the feet. Inhale. And exhale once again, pressing firmly into the left foot. We come all the way back, reverse warrior. Take an inhale in your reverse warrior. And as you next exhale, cartwheel the hands. We're going to bring the right hand down to the mat as we lift the right heel, reaching the left hand up. Easy twist. Inhaling in your easy twist, pressing firmly into your feet. We're going to lead with the left hand coming all the way up for a twisted high lunge. Reaching into the fingertips, feel and breathe into that twist. And if you play with it on the other side, maybe tipping it back as you reach the right hand up. Left hand meets the right thigh. Inhale. As you next exhale, cartwheel your hands, opening up, warrior two once again. We're facing the right side of the mat. As you next exhale, we're going to move to a reverse triangle. So straightening the front leg, engaging our core and squeezing our glutes as we reach the left hand up and over. Inhale. And exhale, come back through center, moving towards your Trikonasana. We're pressing the hips towards the back of the mat as we start reaching the left hand all the way forwards. Once you can't reach any further forwards, we release the left hand towards the foot, the ankle, the shin, or towards the mat. You can also have it hovering. We're lifting and opening the right hand up. Squeezing our shoulder blades, pressing the hips forwards. Breathing into our lungs, into our belly. Take another inhale. And as you next exhale, gaze comes down towards the left big toe. Generous bend in your left knee. We're in our side angle. Then we're going to reach the right hand towards the top of the mat, extended side angle. We're trying to look underneath the armpit, engaging our core. Either staying here or playing with straightening the left leg, moving to our Trikonasana variation. We're engaging our core, squeezing the glutes, and feeling that stretch as we reach into the right fingertips. Take another inhale. And exhale, gaze comes down towards the left big toe once again. Little bend in your left knee as we bring right hand down to the mat, lifting the right heel, easy twist, reach your left hand all the way up. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. We step it back, plank pose. Knees, chest in, or chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa of choice. Inhaling to lift and open your chest. And exhaling, downward facing dog. We're here for 2 rounds of breath. The next inhale, come all the way up onto your toes. Exhaling, generous bend in the knees. We're coming back to our all fours. Take a round of cat-cow. Inhaling to lift and open your chest. Exhaling to curl your spine. Going for one more inhale. And then exhale, you can untuck your toes, maybe bring your knees a little bit wider as we send the hips all the way back. We're coming to our Balasana, child's pose. Take a full round of breath in your child's pose. Inviting a soft and steady breath into your lungs, into your body. As you next inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to uncurl our spine, coming all the way to kneeling position, the back of the mat. You can bring your knees in together. Hands come to lay on top of your thighs. And as we next inhale, we reach the hands all the way up. Exhaling, take a gentle twist towards your left, looking over the left shoulder. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Finding length in your spine as you inhale. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Take one more inhale in your twist. We exhale, slowly release, facing the front of the mat. Inhale to reach the hands all the way up. And exhaling, twisting towards the right. Bring the right hand behind us. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Once again, finding that length as you inhale. Exhaling, feeling into that twist. Take one more inhale. And exhale, slowly release to face the center. Your next exhale, you can rock onto either hip as we slowly bring the legs forwards. We're meeting in a cross-legged seat. We're going to bring the hands all the way out and up. Inhaling, palms meet, and as we exhale, slowly bring them down towards your heart center. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Our hands are at our Anjali Mudra. We're taking a few rounds of breath. Feeling that heat and strength you felt and you brought into your body. Bringing a little bit of thanks to yourself and your body for this movement, this presence, this expansion, this funky little flow. And as always, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's flow. I hope you enjoyed it. It's quite strong, a little bit funky. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this flow, please don't forget to give the video a like. It really helps to support my channel. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye.